This is a quick overview of a new alpha choker filter in Cavalry. If you have some compositing experience, especially with background removal, I'm pretty sure you have used choker effect in the past. Alpha choker works in the same way in Cavalry. Essentially, this effect lets you shrink or expand a shape or a layer by shrinking its edges and essentially eating out all the alpha areas first. So let's have a look at a few examples how you can use it. So I have a simple composition and I'm going to make a simple text layer, just pump it up to about 300 pixels, and I can turn down the color to be really dark. Perfect. And let's just make it really thick. So we have a simple text layer. So once you install Alpha Choker, you'll be able to find it in the filters menu over here called Alpha Choker. So this choker effect essentially works by either shrinking your layer based on its alpha, on its edges, or expanding it outwards, depending if you're going to use positive or negative values. So we have very limited amount of controllers, so let's just push it up, and you will notice that this layer slowly starts shrinking down all the way to essentially invisibility. I can turn off my background and we cannot see a trace of it. I'm going to zero it again. So essentially you could use this effect as some sort of shrink and disappear transition of sorts. At the same time, if we push it to negative value, you will notice that this layer gets more thicker and thicker into a blobby-like metaball kind of structure of sorts. And the best part is that this effect works with any kind of color, and when you try to merge it, the colors will essentially smash against each other, as you can see on the screen. So let's have a look at a more complex example. I'm going to create background shape, duplicate it twice. This one is going to be called blue, and I'm going to change its color to a deeper blue. So we can see we've got blue background shape, and this one will be called noise. So I'm going to add a noise shader to it. Let's use SLA shader. And the setting doesn't matter, so let me just change them up a little bit. And I want to boost the contrast of this shader even more, so let's add levels, turn down white, and boost black a bit more. Perfect. So we've got a really contrasting noise. When I press play, we can see how it evolves. So now let's generate alpha based on this noise lightness values. So we're going to add shift channels effect and take alpha from luminance. So as you can see, we can see the underlying blue layer. So let's say I want to crunch all of these semi-transparent areas and smooth out all of the edges around my noise to create much more smoother noise transition of sorts. So we can do this easily with choker. And if I increase the strength just a little bit, you will see how quickly it removes all the semi-transparent areas. Can press play and we've got this blobby-like animation which plays pretty much in real time. Now there's another control here which is called view, because we can switch it from final result or essentially matte. Matte will result with filling up all the extra muddy pixels in between with a solid white color. So for example, if I turn this layer off, so let me create one more text layer, make it really big and change the color to pure black, perfect. And I just make it really, really thick in weight. So by using this matte option, I essentially filled up all of these muddy areas, the leftover grayish areas that are created with our SLA shader with pure white. So I can use this noise as my tracking matte in this case. I can press play, and as you can see, our noise only appears where our text is present. And you can update all of these controllers, maybe bring it more, or make it bigger, and so on. So this is a pretty handy little effect. So let's look at one more example. I have essentially a bunch of layers inside a duplicator set to random and rectangle distribution. I added noise to position and random to scale. So we have shapes with different sizes and different colors. Now, if we add alpha choker as the filter to the duplicator, we can easily create a metaballs-like structure of sort. I can just push it in, and as you can see, all of these shapes are starting to blend with each other. And this is playing in real time. So this is a very quick way to add some kind of plastic-like transition or effect to your animation. So as you can see, this filter is pretty straightforward to use and offers a number of uses out of the box. Hopefully you find it useful and will allow you to create more complex animation in Cavalry. Thanks for watching.